What's going on, guys? Again, this is Ivan, the sign guy. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make decals, which can be used for your laptop, your car, or any other promotional way you could think of. So with that, let's get onto the video. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is actually start the design process. So whether or not you're doing this as a personal project or if you're doing it as a business project, you still need to use some sort of software. For this example, I am doing it as a personal project. I'm actually doing these decals for my girlfriend. And so what does that mean? That means I will have to edit it. So in order to edit it, you're going to need a software that you can edit vector graphics. So I use Adobe Illustrator, and I know there's a lot of other software out there that you can use to create vector graphics. But for this example, it is Adobe Illustrator. One quick thing that I want you guys to know is that this is a high-level overview of what it takes to create a decal. So just so you know, there is a lot more steps, obviously, that you'll see than that are showcased in this video. If you guys want to see that step by step, the different software that we use, let me know in the comments below, and I will make sure to create a step-by-step tutorial on how to create the decal from design to sending it to the RIP software, to plotting it, weeding it, masking it, and installing it. So I will do that. Again, this is a high-level overview of how to do that. Me there designing my girlfriend's decal. Open your files on Adobe Illustrator, and after you do that, what you want to do is save it as a PDF. Ensure that you create outlines for your graphic. This will be a cut vinyl decal, so make sure you create the cut lines, and then you send it over to your plotter. Once you send it over to your plotter should or probably does have a different software, a RIP software. So in my case, we use a GraphTech plotter. So there's a GraphTech Studio. Within that, you upload the vector PDF file that you downloaded from Adobe Illustrator. Ensure that the cut lines are correct, and essentially send the job. Awesome. So the next step after it's been plotted is weeding. So what does that mean? That essentially means you're removing the excess, as you'll see here in this video. It is a tedious process. The smaller the lettering, the more difficult the weeding actually becomes. Although it does look easy and satisfying, it is tricky at times when the cuts are tiny, and it creates a lot more difficulty when it comes to picking at it and removing the excess. This part of the job is actually very satisfying for me. It is peaceful, and it's always nice when you peel the vinyl and starts taking shape. And it's also really nice when you're peeling the vinyl and you have little to no mistakes. After you're done weeding, what you do next is grab masking paper and start masking. So you grab your best and favorite transfer paper and start doing it. So you see my little technique here. I grab the roll, another empty roll, and roll it all together. So the next step is you grab your squeegee and start squeegeeing the transfer tape onto the vinyl and onto the backing paper. You want to make sure you're doing medium to hard pressure on this in order to make sure the vinyl sticks to that masking tape. After that, you want to start trimming. You grab a straight edge ruler and start trimming your decals, and having them prepared for either for your client to install or for your installers or yourself to install later on. Great, so after you've trimmed up the masked vinyl and decals, what you do next is prepare the tools for installation. So what will you need? You will need a squeegee, a ruler, a measuring tape, and a level if you need it. For the bigger the project, the longer the decal, the more you'll need it. But for this one, I am installing it on an iPad, so it is actually, I'm going to eyeball it, although you can be a lot more precise. Now I hope you see why having medium to heavy pressure on the transfer tape is important. If you didn't do that, oftentimes you'll see that the vinyl will remain on the backing paper and can just mess up your entire project. So make sure you always have the perfect amount of pressure when you're squeegeeing and preparing your decal for install. It is also very important here that you apply just enough pressure to the vinyl over that masking tape in order for when you peel the masking tape, the vinyl doesn't peel up with it. It's very annoying when you don't do that and you see that, you know, you're either ripping letters, ripping logos, and ripping the vinyl. So make sure, in order to avoid that mistake, you want to make sure you apply just enough pressure and peel at a 45 or lower degree angle in order for the vinyl not to peel up with the masking tape and ruin your whole installation. Awesome, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that was very informative. Thank you for tuning in to another one of my episodes here at Ivan Design Guy. If you want to see more content like this or more detailed content, please let me know in the comments below.